Okay.
Yeah, it's tea that I haven't had a chance to send to you yet. Um, it's a sample I got. So, okay, so welcome everyone. This is Tea Across the Miles with
Good
Lady
morning.
Nancy and Lady Amy. Um,
Hello.
hello. So I was telling Nancy that I want to show her my tea. So it's called Wild Blackberry Thyme. Um, like the herb
I
thyme or
love
whatever.
blackberry and I like
Yeah.
the blackberry sage. Blackberry thyme is new to me. So
Yeah.
let me see.
So, okay, ready for this? All right. Can you see it's blue?
Oh
Isn't
my
that
goodness gracious.
I didn't know it was going to be blue. It surprised me. I drank it on tea time one day with Trevor, and I was like, wait a second. I just thought it
Somebody's
was
trying
going to
to
be,
poison me. What's
I know.
going
I
on?
was like, I thought it was regular. I mean, it's a black tea, but I was like, oh, okay. I've got
Well,
blue
I
tea.
wonder, so what is giving it the color?
The color, good question. I'd have to get the bag to see. I did get it. This one did come from the EnglishTeaStore.com because I think it was maybe one that was on sale, like a little sample of it. And I was like, that
Yes.
sounds interesting. Let me try a new black tea.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. A new
So
blue tea. I'm gonna try
let's
a
a
new
look.
classification of tea. I know there's a purple tea out there, but I haven't heard of blue.
Yeah, right. I know it's cool. So I'll go to EnglishTeaStore.com. Um, and I will look it up because now I want to see. Uh,
Oh, that's going
blackberry
down a treat today.
thyme.
I haven't had any tea today. It's late.
Oh goodness.
I'm usually having tea by like 7:30, so because that is my life.
Oh, well, okay. Wait, it was here a second ago. Blackberry thyme. Did I spell it right? It's telling me I'm crazy. I'm
Well,
like,
you
I swear.
are, but for other
I
reasons.
know. I was like, no, no. I was like, I swear this is where I got it. Wild blackberry flavored tea bags, but I have it loose. Well, anywho,
Don't
maybe it
worry
was,
about it. I was
I know.
curious because I know like
Maybe it's on sale because they're getting rid of it.
so speaking of, and I
Yeah.
want, well, first of all, before I go, how
Yeah.
good is it? Do you get the
Oh,
time notes?
yes, you do actually. So it is a little
Okay.
surprising. Yeah.
Interesting, interesting. But
Hmm.
the blackberry,
The blackberry is good. Yeah, it's still very berry-ish. Hmm.
good.
But then there's like the aftertaste of like the thyme, like the herb
Right,
flavor.
right, right,
Hmm.
right. Interesting, which is what I love about sage, but I do like sage, and sage is, kind of like thyme. It's a very
Hmm.
aromatic herb.
Yeah.
Um, I haven't had my blackberry black tea, and I've been telling myself for weeks, I'm like, I need to order some because I also like it iced, and it's delicious in the
Oh,
summer. It's really, really good. And then when you add that herb to it, whether it's
yeah.
thyme, it just gives this, I don't know, this earthiness that is just, it's so good.
It's really
It's
nice.
surprise, but it's
Yeah.
really good.
I feel like I don't think I've had one with sage in it before, or like an herb like this, or at least I don't recall.
Mm.
But I
So
like it.
Republic of Tea has a blackberry sage.
Hmm.
And it's pretty good. And then I've gotten a loose leaf blackberry sage before. I've gotten a couple. One from Nelson's Tea that my son sent me, that Indiana company.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then from someplace else, I don't remember. But I tend to grow sage in my summer herb garden. And so
Oh, nice.
if I just and that is honestly that's better than having,
Sure.
because sometimes dry leaves it loses its pungency. So
Right.
and I don't want it overpowering. I just want that hint.
Right.
So,
Right.
so you're talking about has tea gone bad? So I don't know if I have shared with you,
Uh-huh.
but I have started working for an estate sale entity.
No, you haven't told me, but that
Yes.
sounds fun.
So it's all the cleaning up, cleaning out, and organizing that I don't do in my own house, but
Sure, sure. But it's better when it's somebody else's.
I'm getting paid for it. I'll do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Right.
Um, it is quite the change from substitute teaching, and
Oh yeah.
I'm at the end of 8 years of substitute teaching, 2 years of religious education with the fourth grade class, and
Right.
I think I'm done. I
You're
was
done.
in school last week. I am turning down jobs left and right. The
Okay.
joy is gone, which
Yeah.
means bye-bye.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And but anyway, so a friend of mine who is a former teacher at the
Yeah.
school where I
Uh-huh.
work, she is recently remarried, and her husband went to West Point. He's an Army grad, and she's working with this woman who had to reinvent herself after the recent Washington, D.C. layoffs.
Oh, yeah.
She said, okay, so I'm a project manager. What can I do? So she started this estate sale business, Birch and
Oh,
Brass.
cool.
And so my friend Jennifer, she said, why don't you come in and help out? She's looking for, reliable team members.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I've done two sales. We're leading up to our third at the end of the week. And because what to see, yes, it is Tuesday. So yesterday I spent an entire 6 hours cleaning out and organizing somebody's kitchen.
Yeah.
Um, so how does this relate back to bad tea? So I'm going through somebody's kitchen.
Yeah, sure.
And so bags of tea everywhere, tea
Yep.
in the microwave now. And it's my understanding both the people, God bless them, they've both passed. So
Okay.
this is in a situation where the children have come in and
Yep.
taken what they need and say, take care of the rest of it.
Right.
And so I'm going to the kitchen and I like open up the microwave. I don't know what made me do it. I just open the microwave and there's a cup of tea sitting in there and
Oh
I
my
for how long?
God.
And, and my boss is like, chuck it, just chuck it.
Oh my God.
It was in a cute mug. I washed it out and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
But these people were Air Force, both, no, sorry, they were both Navy. What am I
Yeah.
saying? They're both Navy. And they had extensive travels in Europe. So I came across this lovely red tin. It was really cute. It looks very, very Asian. It's got,
Uh-huh.
on it's red and you take off the lid and then there's another metal lid and this tea. So I smelled
Yeah.
like, well, it smells like it, just typical black tea. So just to try it, it tasted like the tea tin. And I'm
My
like, was
goodness.
it supposed to taste like that? It is Asian, and Asian has a different,
Right, right.
palate than we do.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I gave it to Jose. I'm like, you try it. And he goes, well, judging by your face, I don't want, I don't want to. And he said, I taste the black tea, but there's something else. I said, yeah, it's tea tin is what it is. It's
So
tea
funny.
tin.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that went
That,
right in the trash. But I
that's
found,
interesting though, because I feel like tea takes forever to get old. To
well,
last, if
let
you've
me
got
tell
it
you something.
sealed and like in a dark
Yes,
spot or the right container,
absolutely.
it
But this
lasts so
tea
long.
easily could have been 20 years old.
Sure. So I guess we get there does come a point.
There comes a point. There comes a point. So yeah, and if it was an Asian flavored tea, I could not get on board. I just couldn't get on
Yeah,
board.
yeah, yeah.
It was not a, and
Oh
I
my
like a
gosh.
lot of Chinese teas. One of my
Right,
favorites, Golden Monkey, and I
right.
like Golden Yunnan and things like that. But
But not when it
there was,
tastes like the
it just
tea
tasted
tin.
off. It just tasted off. There was something not quite right. So cheers.
That's really good.
Here's to good
Cheers.
tea, right?
Yeah. What are you
Oh.
drinking today?
I am drinking my favorite Irish. It's Thompson's Irish and World Market used to carry it and
Mm-hmm.
they stopped, so I get it from
Oh.
Amazon. But it's Assam and Kenyan tea.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite. It is a wake up tea. It is
Nice.
Assam is very high in caffeine. It's very strong tea, but I love it. It has a natural sweetness, which of course I enhance with my own
Sure.
sugar. So I wish I could get away from that, but I haven't. So anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm doing that's what I'm doing
That's
now.
exciting. That's
Yeah, it's
cool.
it's different. It's very different.
Yeah.
Find some treasures. You
Right,
find some
right.
treasures. I'm appalled at the amount of things that get thrown out and the things
Yeah.
that get thrown out. I had my friend sneak a bunch of office supplies to me. I said, if she doesn't want them and she's just gonna throw them out, I will take them.
Yeah, right?
If she wants money for them, let somebody else buy it. I think somebody's going to come in and buy stacks of unopened copy paper. I think people are going to buy stuff like that. So
Or
I got
donate it.
donate.
Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I have a box in the back of my car, and I'm taking it up to my church and saying,
I
"Here
love
you
it.
go."
Awesome.
But I tell you, a couple of finds that. So I want to. Are you familiar with Aura? Aura, or
It
it's a
sounds
digital picture frame.
yes, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
know those. Yeah.
So we got one for Christmas. I asked Jose's parents for one. My parents have one. My mom has one. My dad has one because they
Hmm.
live separately now. My sister has one. My sister-in-law has one. And I thought, I'm going to get one for Stephen, for my son.
Yeah.
And so the first sale I'm working, I see it sitting on the stairs. I see an aura and it is still shrink wrapped. Like it just was
Oh,
delivered.
they never even opened it. Yeah, yeah,
Never
yeah.
even open it. And I said, is that the sale? She goes, yeah, can you believe it? Never even opened. I said, it retails for $180. And she said, well, then as she looks it up, she goes, well, I'm finding it used for 65. I'm like, can I have it? Can I have it? I'll pay you 85. I'll
Right,
pay you
right.
100. And she said, yeah, set it aside and just remember at the end of the week you owe me the money for it. $65.
That's awesome.
It is awesome. I'm like,
That's amazing.
woo!
That's great. Oh
And you
my
know
gosh.
what? One of the other reasons I do it, I'm looking for Royal Albert.
Yeah, that's what I say. Yeah, it's like if you gotta, yeah, be scouting out that tea, the tea
I'm like,
sets.
not that I need them. I don't need
Sure.
them at all anymore, but yeah, but I still want to find them.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's what I'm
awesome.
doing. What are you up to?
Well, that's fun. So I'm working 30 hours a week at the attorney's office now,
Hmm.
uh, doing my pre-filing concierge job.
Yep.
And I do really like it. It is really good. And he does let me off for like is happy to let me off days that I have tea parties scheduled.
Hmm.
So I had there was a Wednesday in April that was the Morse Museum of American Art in Winter Park. They brought me back for their volunteer tea
Hmm.
the second time, and that I think we planned for 50 people. So they paid me for 50 people. Probably about 40 showed up, which was still a great, it was really good. But it's so fun working with them. Like the two people there, like Colleen and Chris, are just like so nice. And what was funny is like last year was our first year doing it together. And so then this year, it just felt like we had smoothed things out. And like Colleen's like, I feel like last year we were running around crazy. And now
Right.
it's like, we have time. I was
Right.
like, yeah, I said, I've streamlined some of my stuff that I do. Like
Right.
I bag my loose leaf teas or whatever. I
Yes.
I
Yes.
label, I put the strings and label every teapot of what it's going to be, like in
Hmm.
advance, everything. Um, and I have a second big water, hot water thing.
Right.
Um, but what was nice is that they have one too. So they
Oh,
had, and they have one that is designated just for water because they also have one that's like for coffee, right? So
okay. Right.
so it
Right.
doesn't taste like coffee water.
Yeah. So important.
Yeah. Um, but so that went really well. And then I have a smaller tea party later this month at it's at a wedding venue, but I'm not actually quite sure yet who it's for. So like
Okay.
the venue person that I know there hired me, but I don't know if it's actually personally like for someone she knows or if it's like one of their clients. But yeah, but I mean they paid the deposit. It's happening. And that 100-person tea party totally fell through. So that one was supposed to be at the end of April. And like after we had the first meeting and everything sounded like it was a go, then it was sort of like a back and forth of like you know, sort of like, can we pay the invoice more closer to the party so we have time to like raise funds? I was like, I have to have the 50% deposit in order to be ready for the party. I go,
Right.
I can be flexible on the balance of the invoice, right? Like the other 50% when you get closer, but I have to have the deposit first. And then she ended up telling me like, so they have like two locations and they decided they're going to just join, like do things together because the one location already has been doing it for 18 years or whatever.
Hmm.
And basically she couldn't get the dollar amount approved by her powers that be. So she had this great idea. And the venue who ended up referring me, because they were working with this venue, they couldn't do the venue either. They weren't approved to do the venue. So like
Hmm.
it all fell through.
Oh, I'm so
Um,
sorry.
yeah, I
That's a
mean, it's
disappointment.
fine. It was going to be very stressful because it was going to be 2 days after the Winter Park Museum thing. So it was going to be on a Friday. Wednesday was the art thing. So I was going to have one day, which was supposed to be an office day anyway, Thursday. So like,
Hmm.
when am I supposed to wash and pack
Hmm.
and for 100?
And get
So
everything ready.
yeah, and I'm glad like because I had what I thought was the 100-person tea party set like scheduled when the museum contacted me and they mentioned the date and I was like, is there any chance you can do a different date because like I have a party for 100 people that Friday.
Yeah.
And they're like I'm sorry, like we've tried every other date, like this is the only one that works for us. I was like, okay, I'll make it work. And I'm glad I did because they're the ones who didn't, flake out.
Yes. Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So but it was fine. So and I'm doing a Mother's Day thing at Acres of Grace, the family
Mm-hmm.
farms this year. So this year we're trying it a little bit different. I'm going to be setting up at like their little outside bar thing, and serving tea and shortbread from there. So like people will take their cups and shortbread to the table. So I'm not serving them at the table because
Okay.
last year that was too much.
Right,
We're
right.
not doing scones and jam. That was too much.
Okay.
And it's I think it's like $13 for like cup of tea. And I'll do, if you want to sit there forever, you can have free refills. you
Yes,
know.
exactly. Right, right.
Um, yeah, so that's the plan. And Eddie's daughter Ellie is gonna come with me and help me. She's 12 now.
Oh,
So
good.
yeah, so
Nice
she
to have an
wants
extra
to
pair of
come.
hands, a
Yeah,
helper.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
That's
So
great.
that's that. But we have news to discuss of our royals, especially our king. I'm so proud of our king. I thought all of his speeches were great.
I did. I thought they were very, but he's just so eloquent
He
and
is.
elegant, eloquent and elegant. Yes.
Yes, and he's funny, like his little delivery of his little
Mhm.
jokes, right? Like
Yes. Yes. Yes.
he's
Yes.
good at,
Yes.
yeah, it's funny. The Royal Report guy, Jack Royston, was talking about it afterwards and was saying, like, he's a Brit, and he was just kind of like, it was just like he knocked it out of the park. Like everyone's so excited. All the Brits are so excited. They're like, this is probably going to go down in history as his like greatest speeches that he's ever given, because everybody
Mhm.
thought that he was basically going to not mention anything that might be controversial, or
Mhm.
like go
Mhm.
against the American president wishes.
Mhm.
And the fact that he said certain things anyway, or like made jokes about them, um, everyone was just like pleased as punch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And I thought he did it very subtly too. I don't think he
yes,
was outright controversial. I think
no,
he was, when he said, Mr. President, words do matter and things,
mhm.
and there were things like that that I thought were, like I said, gracefully and diplomatically said.
Very different. Yeah, 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 and very
And
very British. Like it
yes,
was
very
delivered
British.
very, yeah, very kindly. Like it
Yes.
was very nice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. Um, so I had originally hoped to go into DC to meet up with Paula
Oh,
to
great.
uh I think the most we were hoping to do is stand on the sidewalk and go at the cavalcade,
Right.
going by and it was my son's birthday, and it takes a lot to get into DC by a certain
I'm
time.
guessing.
It,
Yeah,
it's not easy. And Jackie is still a school day for Jackie,
yeah.
it's
Right.
still a work day for Jose. There just were a lot of moving pieces, and I'm like, this is
Right.
just, I am not as fortunate as Paula, who lives
Yeah.
on
Right.
Pennsylvania Avenue, and I can just walk out my door and
Mhm.
be right in the throes of everything.
Right.
God bless her. It's so great.
Yeah.
Um, what surprised me, and I didn't, Jose was so sweet, he was actually, he's like, I want to hear the speeches, which I was like, why?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But he would leave it on. Do you want to watch this? Because I'll tell
Yeah.
you. And, but he seemed genuinely interested. And then was it last Thursday morning?
Hmm.
I woke up and I work on Thursday mornings at the school I sub. And he said, I was actually online last night looking to see if there was a way that you could see, the king and queen. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And he said, I think they're going to be in Front Royal. Okay. How do I describe Front Royal? Front
Yeah. What's it?
Royal is like Sanford and two steps down. Okay. Front
Okay.
Royal is a blip on the map. It has a little bit of Civil War and Revolutionary War
Yeah.
history. We pass through it frequently when we go up to stay in the mountains, the cabin. It's like a 50-minute drive from our house.
Right.
Did they pick it because it has the word royal in it?
Right.
Like, why?
Right.
But then Jose said they were going into the Shenandoah. Well, Front Royal is in the foothills of the Shenandoah, and it's lovely. But was also, I saw a video. There's a tiny tea room that I've told you about,
Hmm.
called Crest Hill Tea Room, and it's out in an area called the Plains.
Nice.
And apparently the Queen's entourage went through there. The King's of somebody's entourage went through there, and
Oh,
I have pictures of it if I could show you. But
yeah.
of us standing with the fat head of Queen Elizabeth, and he did post. He says, if I'd known they were coming through here, I'd have put the Queen Elizabeth outside.
Right.
I'm like, you missed an opportunity. I bet they were
Oh,
out for that. But I don't know if you read or heard the speech that he gave when he was up in the Shenandoah Mountains in the foothills
no,
there.
I missed that. No, I
So
missed that.
he said the area or the maps, something like that, reads like a history of my own family history. And he starts naming Prince William County, Charleston.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I feel like he
exactly.
said something like that, and maybe it was the White House, the dinner one. I don't know. I watched one of his speeches, and I feel like he made some comment like that.
Oh, okay, maybe it was there, but it
Yeah,
was something like that. Yes,
yeah,
the areas around here, unbelievable. They are all named
right,
for,
right.
I mean, Virginia is named for the Virgin Queen, and I have a story to go back to that
Yeah,
in a little bit. But anyway, all this area is all, this is where they settled. They came in
right,
and they hit the East Coast and they started naming everything for the royalty
right, right.
and the people that had the money. So, but it was really interesting that they were there, and I was like, I can't believe I'm an hour and a half.
That's
Well, of course, I'm only 45 when he was in DC. I'm only
right,
45
right.
minutes there either,
Oh
but
man,
I didn't get to see any of it. So, it was unfortunate. Now, I understand Kate and Will are coming.
are they?
Yes.
They didn't tell me.
They called me. They let me know.
Okay, yeah, it's like they haven't told me yet.
Paula is the one who alerted me to that. They will be here for the 4th of July 250th celebration.
Holy smokes.
And she's
Okay.
like, come for that. And I'm like, you can't even get into DC on a regular 4th of
Yeah,
July,
yeah, yeah. I was like, when it,
let alone
yeah,
the 250th. Now
right,
it's
right,
royalty.
right, right.
Never going to happen.
And
Never
yeah,
gonna
it was like, are you supposed to come in like 2 weeks early and just
I
stay there for
know.
2 weeks?
And camp out.
Wait
It
for it.
sounds like a plan. I'm all about it.
I know, right? And then probably stay a week after till it clears out so you can
Well,
leave.
we'll stay in, I don't care what hotel. Come on in, Amy. We'll just split the bill
I
and
know, I know.
have
That's hilarious.
afternoon tea all over town.
I
Where do
know,
we go?
right?
Where do we go?
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Uh,
Yeah. So
well, that's exciting. That'll be
yeah,
cool to see
yeah.
what they do. Yeah, I thought so it's you said it's called Front Royal. That's what it is?
Front, Front,
Front.
Front
Okay,
Royal.
so is that the only small town that they went to that you're aware of?
I don't believe so. I don't, I think that's the one that they got out and actually shook hands with the people.
Okay,
They went,
because
Charles went to someplace in the foothills, or in the mountains and talked with the rangers,
oh, okay.
forest rangers and stuff like that. So,
Okay, because I
yeah.
have my friend Rachel. I'm gonna find the text. So she was telling me that they were going to be coming to her hometown, which she said was really rural and it was very strange. They're gonna be at her hometown. And let's see. Oh yeah, she said, fun fact, Camilla and Charles are going to be in my hometown on Thursday. And then I said, do you know anyone who's going out to see him? And she said, I do know one person who's attending an event with them. So I go, and she said, my hometown's rural. And then, yeah, basically I said, will they be close enough for pics? And she said, yeah, they'll meet them. I was like, what? Who is this? She's like,
I know.
yeah, she's like, it's a parent's family friend. I was like, okay. But she thought it was weird that they were going to a rural area. And I said, well, they love outdoorsy stuff. And she's
Yeah.
like, they do. I was like, yeah, they love everything like out there. So then she wanted to know what kinds of things do they eat. I go, well, I was like, Charles and his mother are, I believe, are very simple and like very meat potatoes, you know.
Right.
And she said, but do they like fried food? I was like, I don't, I was like, no, but they probably would enjoy something different. I'm like, I don't think they're frying food, you know, in the palace necessarily.
Not necessarily. Maybe a little tempura here and
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but
So I'll have to ask her. I didn't even ask her what her hometown was. So now I'll have to be like, was it
I'd
Front
be
Royal?
curious. Was
Yeah.
it Front
Yeah,
Royal?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
you
that's
know us
crazy.
Southerners, we fry everything. We call
I
a
know.
oil is called a Southern oven.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Oh, you heard that? Do you know what a grit is? Grits, girls raised in the South.
No, I didn't know that. No,
Yep,
it was like
yep.
I know what grits are.
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
know what a grit.
girls raised in the South, grits.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny. Um, so I missed. I believe there was something or other about Meghan and fashion stuff. Were you paying attention to what?
Yes, a
Okay,
little
because
bit.
it's like the lady who inspired like the Devil Wears Prada. Okay, yep, Front
So
Royal. I
good too,
asked.
by the way. I went
Front
to the
Royals are
reading.
hometown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
you
is
went
it?
to
Well,
see
there
it?
you go.
Yeah, so
That's
there we go.
cool. Yep.
Um, so let's see. So I forget now the lady's name, but was it something like she didn't let Megan get invited to something at the Met? Is that what I saw?
Oh, see, I don't know about that. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I feel like it was. Let's see. Oh, Charlotte turned 11, so we have that.
She did.
Hmm. And let's see.
Well, you mentioned
Megan.
wardrobe. The thing that I had heard was her Australia tour, their quote unquote royal tour, which they're not royal really, but um, her recent tour, her extensive wardrobe, which included
Hmm.
luxury pieces from labels like St. Agnes, Bear Part, I've never heard of any of these,
Yeah,
Gospel jewelry, garnered headlines with some complete ensembles costing up to $4,100 per outfit. Per outfit.
yeah,
Um, Now, in all fairness, I've read, Kate can show up in a frock coat that look, costs
sure.
5,000 pounds. Um, the other thing that I'd heard about that tour was that there were some people that paid $3,000 a plate to be there, and she stayed all of like 45 minutes and then rushed off to go meet Harry at a polo match. So
That's
check facts on that one because that one was that ticked a lot of people
yeah.
off, as you can imagine. People thinking they're going to have a chance to watch an interview, shake a hand,
Right,
something like
right.
that, and she barely stayed. So,
Well, I do know what I did hear, or what I remember hearing from the Royal Report on their trip to Australia was that all in all, it went well. Like he was interviewing someone who was like on the media team or whatever that happened to be able to travel with them, and
mhm.
she was talking about how she was sort of like trying to go in with an open mind, but said that they did pretty well with everything, and they've figured out that basically they like doing what royals do. They just need to do it for themselves. Like they got to do it on
Yes,
their own, right?
yes, yes,
So
yes.
but some of the interesting points that they were talking about was that I guess when they went to visit, oh my god, now I can't remember what tragedy it was. It was this, I can't remember now if it was a place maybe that it had, I honestly can't remember now if it was like a shooting or a natural disaster. Something happened
Okay,
at
okay.
this place in Australia, but they went to go visit the town and it was like a big deal. And Megan had like, I guess like a website or something set up so that like you could see what like she was wearing each day. So you could go buy what she's wearing each day.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so they did it like basically Jack was just saying it just seemed tacky because even at this place where it's a very somber occasion and should be very sincere and not about marketing yourself or anything like that,
Absolutely. Hmm.
they still brought it up like towards the end of it or whatever, like I guess mentioning however you can, whatever her outfit is, how you can go buy
Hmm.
it or whatever.
Hmm.
um and he was talking about, now I'm trying to remember who it was when they said uh there was something when the royal, like I think feel like Kate and William, something they were doing. I don't remember if it was the Queen's funeral or something rather, but basically it was something, another somber occasion, and the palace refused, said they would not be releasing any details
Hmm.
about the outfits.
Hmm.
It's
Hmm.
not, that's not what this is about today. Like it's not
Hmm.
about the fashions or whatever. So,
Right,
like we're just not even going to tell, you're not going to know, you don't get to
right,
know.
right.
So this was like the other extreme. Like instead of
Yeah.
just being like, well, we'll let you know, but it's like she's probably getting like, commission or whatever from whatever sells in her name through her links, right?
Yes, yes.
Which is like, yeah, they have to make money, but like, don't do it on that day. Like, do it in the rest
Yes,
of the trip where it's
yes,
fun time stuff.
yes.
Um,
And stuff like that leaks out. People can do fashion matches through,
right.
you can do anything
Like
on
people
the
figure it
internet.
out. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
they
yeah.
can. They can do something like that. And yeah,
Right.
I think Anna Wintour is who you're talking about.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
Anna
you. Yes,
Wintour.
yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
And an expert believes Anna Wintour may be responsible for her not being invited to the Met Gala yesterday, but some people say maybe she just didn't want to go. However, she's trying to get this fashion thing off the ground, and even if Meghan didn't want to go, she needs the kudos for being seen there.
Yeah.
And the expert also claimed that if Wintour did not want Markle there, Meghan won't be there. Um, so this particular article is maybe
Okay.
she didn't want to be there. Uh,
Okay. Okay. So
I
it's
don't know.
not a
Mhm.
definite that Anna Wintour said she can't come.
According to that article,
It's
no.
sort of like a speculation or hearsay or whatever, right? Like,
Mhm.
mhm.
Well,
Okay.
let's also talk about how the tabloids are saying that Harry and Meghan intentionally tried to upstage or overthrow
Hmm.
the attention on the King and Queen's visit to the United States.
Right.
Okay, let's just first of all, that will never happen. We're
No,
talking
I know.
King and Queen and these two little people over here.
Right, right.
So that's never going to happen. I also find it really hard to believe that the two of them go, let's set up our calendar. How can we get a hold of your dad's calendar? What's he going to be doing? Let's make sure that we upstage him and go to Australia on that.
Right, right, right.
Was there also an intentional, let's get out of the country though, so that there
That's true.
is no speculation as to why Papa didn't come and visit us?
Right. Or why they didn't go to New York to visit him while
Yes,
he was in
exactly.
New
Because we
York.
already had this on our calendar and blah, blah, blah. I think there may have been
That's
that
true.
intent. I don't think it was an intent to the articles I read, A, to upstage the king and queen,
Yeah.
or B, to try to overshadow Kate and Will's 15th anniversary.
Oh, okay. Well, they did. I wasn't paying attention that it was a 50th anniversary. So they succeeded on that point. But but in general, who I feel like who pays attention to like people's wedding anniversaries that closely, right? Like it's not like they had some
No,
celebration or
no, no,
whatever,
no.
right?
No, absolutely.
So that's just funny. But yeah, I think they did. I forget. You reminded me that yeah, on the Royal Report they talked a little bit about like did they think they're going to be upstaging him or whatever, and it's like yeah, you guys are like former royals or whatever you want to call it yourselves going to Australia. Like this is the King and Queen of England coming to the U.S. for the 250th anniversary. Like this is a much bigger deal.
Yeah.
And something that they pointed out in the Royal Report was that because ahead of time, when people were, certain people were saying Charles should not come, like this is bad idea for him to, whatever, come here and support the U.S. and what we're doing, and he and the expert that he had on the podcast was saying how this state visit has been on the calendar since before these people were in office. So he's like,
Thank you.
literally, yeah, he's like, so
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
whoever was going to be reigning monarch and whoever was going to be president, this was
This is
happening.
going to happen. It was going to happen.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I thought that was nice to hear. It was like, yeah, they didn't just plan this on a whim. This was planned before them.
Hmm.
Like they
Yeah.
just happen to be in the seat right now.
Yeah.
So they get to do
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
Exactly. No, I believe that. Yeah.
yeah. And
Think
but
there
I
was
thought,
something
yeah,
else.
but I liked seeing them, and I did listen to Trump's welcome speech when they got there, and I thought he did well. It was nice enough. The What makes me laugh is was it that point or was it maybe later when he was telling the king how he's like I really wanted to go watch you speak at Congress. He's like, but they told me I couldn't. They told me that's not proper protocol or whatever. So he's like really jealous that he couldn't go. So I thought that was cute. He's like, I tried to go. They won't let me go.
Let me go. They won't
I
let me
know
go.
they won't let me go.
I did see a funny video, and it was a clip, it was on Instagram where the king or the queen is walking up, they do the parade around the perimeter of the White House lawn.
Hmm.
They call the Bowling Green. And the queen is shaking hands because this is, people are lined up. I mean, yeah, I know some people want to see the president, but this is the king and queen. So people there to
Right.
see the king and queen. And so, and all of a sudden Trump just walks right up in front of her upstage
That's
and
what
starts shaking
I
hands.
haven't watched it, but I
And
heard
the
about it.
music in the background is, "You're so vain. You probably think this song is about
That's good.
laughing." And Jose and I were watching it too. And like Trump is just walking and he's just got that I'm all business look on
Yeah,
his,
right, right, right. He's just doing.
and like the king is back here
Oh
trailing
my
behind. It's
God.
like, dude, be a proper host. He's
Right,
supposed
right.
to go ahead of you.
Oh my God. That's
Melania's
hilarious.
back there probably going, "Oh my
I
God.
know, I know. Oh my goodness. That's
Oh my
funny.
gosh." Mm.
Did you like some of his historical jokes about saying like, what is he said something about like, Mr. President, like you mentioned that if it wasn't for you, like we'd be speaking German. He's like, well, if it wasn't for us, you'd be speaking French. Like,
I didn't hear that one.
you
I
didn't hear
heard
that one?
when he would made the joke about something about 250 years. He goes, which to us would have been just the other day.
Yes, I loved that one. That one was
Yes.
really good. Yeah, that was really funny. That
Yeah.
made me laugh.
And he also gifted when he was in the Oval, I think it was in the Oval Office, he
Yeah,
gifted a bell
no,
from
that was at the dinner. He did that at the state
at
dinner because I
is that
saw him
dinner.
on,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
The
unveil it.
HMS Trump or
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Trump, which is a battleship or some
I
historic ship
forget. Yeah,
named
now I
after.
forget. He explained the whole thing, but yeah, but it's the
Yeah,
bell from
yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah,
And then he made the joke something like, "So if you ever need us, give us a ring."
yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
that was good.
yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was cute. Did you?
Yes.
He also made the comment about like the renovations and stuff happening at the White House. And he said something like, "We tried to do that in 1814 because I guess."
Yes, yes, yes. That was a good one. We tried to do our own renovation in 1814. I thought that was great because at this point you should be able to, to laugh about it. And, I mean, if we're
That's what.
not, good Lord, what a grudge.
Right, right.
It's just this great, having nothing but so anybody knows their American history that, Aaron Burr shot and killed Alexander Hamilton. So anybody
Hmm.
who's watched the recent Hamilton or gone to see
Right.
Hamilton,
The
that
yeah,
historic
yeah, the musical.
history.
Yeah.
So the great great or great 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 grandsons of each of those men are best friends today.
Really?
And
What?
they do a reenactment of the shoot. Yeah, they get together frequently, which and I just think that's a brilliant
That's
story.
hilarious.
I love
That's so
that
cute. That's
you know,
great.
story of forgiveness, reconciliation, and ha ha ha, those two idiots that we related to back then.
Right, right, right. Well, what I thought was funny, I never put it together for whatever reason, but I like Charles made the comment about how uh it could be described like the start or whatever could be described as the tale of two Georges. He's like King George and George Washington. And I was like, oh, I never really
I don't know that I did either, and that makes me
right.
feel stupid right now.
I was like,
That
oh,
makes me feel very dumb.
Georges.
Mm, I love that. Well,
Yeah.
I think I'm sure privately, I would say, especially Camilla has beef against, Trump and his ruggedness and roughness and
Sure.
stuff like that. And, even then, but I feel like there is a mutual respect and a good rapport
Yeah.
between Charles and Donald, between Chuck and Don. And it's obvious. So and I think that comes across. And if there isn't, then um if there wasn't, you'd know it from Trump in a
Right. That's
flash.
what I
You
was
would
saying.
know it in a flash.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Um,
why I think it's like like Charles gets to kind of have the kind of speeches he does because of his, relationship with Trump or the way that Trump views him, right?
yes, yes,
So
yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I think, but Charles is well versed, a lifelong lesson on how to handle such situations. So,
that's true. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Um, I wonder if you will allow me to pause just one moment,
Yeah.
and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll give you a topic. What do you want to talk
Yeah.
about? Look up, what can we look up?
I'm trying to think what Trevor and I've been talking about recently.
I know, and I had given you a list of stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me go to
Well, I will say
my
Charlotte.
text.
So Charlotte just turned.
Oh, she had blue nail polish.
She had blue nail polish, which is not a big deal today, but I always wonder what would the queen say? Just nail polish
Right.
in general.
Because it was
Um,
like a big deal when after the queen passed and like Kate started wearing other color nail polish or something.
mhm.
Like, yeah, just the fact that it wasn't like just a basic pink or something was a big
Yes,
deal.
yes, very light color, but even red was, too garish and
Right.
things like that. Now, and Charlotte's gone punk. She's doing blue. So give me one
Okay.
second and I will
All right.
return. Yep, leave
I'm
you to my
I'm
walk.
gonna look. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. Birthday photos. Okay. So I will do a share. Share. Okay. So Princess Charlotte birthday photos. Gotta find her blue nail polish. Don't see it there. Let's see.
I see you.
I know, I'm like trying to find her blue nail polish. It's the pictures where she's in the sweater, right? That's her 11th birthday photos.
Is she 11?
I think they said she's 11.
Look at that hair.
I know, she's got some
I,
long hair.
yeah, and part of me is like, we could give her a haircut.
Yes,
Just those straggly ends.
that's funny.
Yeah, I would say Princess Charlotte blue fingernail polish. I think you
Okay, all
gotta
right,
find that.
Princess
Yeah,
Charlotte. Okay,
and probably with some commentary.
blue nail polish. Let's see. Oh, hold on.
Maybe not.
I know it's like now it's just giving Princess Charlotte of Wales nails. Pink nails.
Hmm.
I know. Did you see it
Surprising.
on Instagram or was it
No, I
a
don't know.
news
I think
thing?
it probably came across in my like Yahoo or whatever.
Oh, okay.
See if I can.
Yeah, see if you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does seem like with her long hair there, and then like when she's in her little camo jacket over here, like she just feels very like I don't know, outdoorsy, laid back girl, like not super frilly.
Yeah. Oh no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Um, she's I think they are doing a reasonable job of raising them normally
right.
as the average person. Now, I'm not finding this. I think it was a post that they had given on their oh, okay, right. Oh, yeah,
Is
that's
that
it.
it?
That's
There
it.
it is. Okay, found
Yeah.
it.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Sounds like a what,
Like a light
a
blue
lighter
or
blue?
almost like a
Yeah.
silvery.
Yeah, yeah,
She's
yeah.
a
That
young
looks cool.
girl. She's a young
Yeah,
girl, and
it matches her shirt. It
yeah.
looks like
If,
it
if
goes
you're gonna restrict a child, pick your battles,
right, right.
and she's already going to have a restricted life in some aspects, and
Yes,
others she's going to have a lot of money to do a lot of
right.
things
Oh,
and
right.
travel and stuff like that. But, you know, but this was a fun family photo.
Yeah, that was a cute, fun
Um,
family photo.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that Kate's always out there color coordinating the whole family.
I know. It's cute.
So, yeah.
And it's great. Like, what makes me laugh though is I feel like all of them look relaxed, except like William looks just like he's like his neck is strained, like trying to like look over at him, and like George is just looking the other way. It's like they probably had so many different photos they took
Probably,
and
yeah.
trying to get all of them to
Yes.
look relaxed and
And that one
normal.
didn't work.
No, yeah, but they're like, well, the three at the towards the front of the photo, that one works.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I also thought
And
it was cute because it's like they're royals and they're like wearing shorts and laying down and showing all that leg.
I know. What would Elizabeth
Even, I
say?
know,
Oh my goodness.
even William, I the only thing I noticed was like, yeah, Kate, she wears capris. She's not wearing shorts like the rest
Hmm.
of them,
Hmm.
but everybody else is shorts.
Yeah. Yeah. And You know what my head goes right to when I see that?
What?
She's gonna have such grass stains on those pants. That is the neat freak in me. And that's not to say that everything in my house is neat or pristine, but there is
Sure.
that. But I look at that and I go, that is extra laundry for me to have to do.
That's true. Yeah, I was like, those are pants that you don't get to wear again unless you're wearing them to a picnic or something again. Like
That's right. That's right.
those are
Oh
now
my gosh.
outside pants.
Um, okay, so I'm looking up Royal
Yeah.
News Today,
Okay.
and I'm getting the Express, which is out of London.
Hmm.
And it says breaking news, Prince Harry inheritance bombshell as insiders speak out on the Duke's finances.
Oh.
And it follows a headline of Royal Family Live, Prince William not pushing for a reunion with Harry. Intolerable. Ah, and so it goes, and so it goes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing that Jack Royce recently pointed out as far as like reconciliation goes is he was commenting on how even if Charles is more open to it, if William is that much against it, he might still let William have the final say because William's going to be inheriting all of it.
Yes.
So it's like if he lets Harry back in and then Charles passes and now he's William's problem, it's like, does William kick him back out? Like, what's now he's stuck, you know?
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's true. Like, he's gonna
Yep.
get stuck with the longer amount of time dealing with Harry than Charles would.
Well, absolutely. And there's a fatherly bond with his son
Right.
that is very different than a brotherly bond.
Yes, he mentioned that as well. Yes, he was
Yeah.
saying like he's like brothers like fall apart all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a parent like child bond is different. Yeah,
Yes.
it is I guess a sadder one to lose. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Um, so I was looking at this finances thing. The Duchess of
Mhm.
Sussex, 44,
Oh,
change
all
of age.
right.
Did they ever do that with Prince William? Okay. Prince William,
My yeah, I'm trying to
42.
yeah, it's
What?
like because I was thinking good question.
I just
I know it's like
there's
I'll
an
just
old,
look up something about him like news and things.
right. There's an old show, old, this is when I was growing up, Designing
Uh-huh.
Women, and I
Okay,
used
I
to love
know
that show.
designing women.
Designer was
Yeah.
great. And Julie's about to become a grandmother, and she has a real problem with it. And somebody's asking her, what's the problem? She says, when, God bless you. She said,
Thank
when
you.
an older gentleman, something is accomplished in his life or he dies, they say, John Smith,
Hmm.
John Smith, inventor of blah, 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 dies. She said, but when it's a woman, she
Hmm.
said, I'm going to die and it's going to be Julia Sugarbaker, grandmother, dies. Da, da, da. And she says, why does the age, why does that
Right, right.
projection of and that's always stuck with me. Anyway, so the Duchess has agreed to a deal with One Off, which will allow her to earn a portion of profits of her outfits sold on the shopping platform. The majority of these are those Meghan wore during her tour of Australia with Harry
Hmm.
last month, with divided opinion. Um, blah 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 blah. She will. This is not a great article, but none of them are about her.
Sure.
It's unfortunate. Collaboration will see the Duchess, who married, continue to pocket some of the profits of other garments she will wear on other faux royal tours in other nations, such as the UK. However, Harry is currently locked in a battle to reinstate his and his family's automatic security in the UK, and experts understand Meghan's new link may impact this.
Hmm.
Why? If Harry wins back the right to taxpayer-funded security for him and his family, how will that play out when he and Meghan visit the UK? Will she use those visits, which might be filled with charity engagements, as an opportunity to generate income too,
Oh,
as
right.
she did with the couple's Australian tour? If she does, critics would rightly question whether taxpayers should be footing the bill for her security.
Right. So that is true where that does get tricky where it's like, well, you're either here on royal business
Yes.
or you're
Or,
here for your like personal business, commercial business.
yes.
I don't know what
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
so um yeah, you can't mix both. Uh
Mm-mm.
Jack Royston was saying how like just commenting on sort of like if Harry wants to get back in, basically he's got to just drop it with the security. Like he's got to just stop
Yeah.
being such yeah, so
A what?
particular. Yeah, yeah. It's like especially if Megan and the kids aren't coming like or why don't you like start going on your own and like building up your rapport with your people again or whatever, right? Like so
Right.
that you don't feel like you need that much security for them, right? Like
Yeah.
pave the way for them. I don't know, like just
Like, what is the reason they want to reconcile is to be able to go and visit family? Is that what it is? If that's it, you just need a couple bodyguards. You're gonna drive on to the palace grounds. They're gonna usher you in a private
right,
awning. Go in, you say hello, you have your little reunion.
right.
You go off to some hotel. Why would you stay in a hotel? I'm looking
Even
because
that,
why
yeah,
would
I was
you
like,
not
you
be staying
guys
here?
could go hide out at Balmoral or Sandringham like easily, and like nobody goes there.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
no one can get to you.
You're not moving back. Let's face it, you're not.
Right, right.
Not gonna happen. So, yeah, I don't
And
know.
even if they were welcome to move back, I don't think Megan wants to live there. I don't
I
think
don't think
it's,
she does either. Yeah.
yeah. I think
Mm-mm.
maybe at one point she thought she might like it, but I think now that she's like it, she's not going back. It's not, she's not gonna think about that again.
Right, right. Here's an interesting article if you want to keep going with
Mhm.
royals. Well, first of all, Eugenie is expecting her third child.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Hmm.
So here's an article: How King Charles and Queen Camilla offended Kate Middleton on the eve of her wedding to Prince William. Um, the author alleged Charles and Camilla, of your ages again, 77 and 78, because this is so
There you
important,
go.
were concerned a third royal cipher, a personalized monogram or emblem, we know what a cipher is,
Yeah.
with a
Yeah, we
C.
do.
Yes, yes, you do. Yes,
That's
you do.
right.
With a C was overkill. And reports that apparently they may have asked her to change. Let's see. Anderson wrote in his book out Tuesday that Camilla pointed out Middleton was already most known to the world as Kate.
Right.
I still call her Kate, and we're very close.
Right. Right.
Middleton was reportedly offended by the inquiry. A fuming William allegedly replied on his then fiance's behalf, calling the request insulting not only to Kate but her entire family. Blah, blah, blah. So, C and C, Charles, Camilla, now C for Catherine,
Right. Right. There's too many C's.
instead of K. Um,
So they were trying to get her to use a K.
a
It's
K.
okay. Instead
Yeah.
of,
Which
I
isn't
mean,
good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say, which it's like fine if you're gonna forever call her Kate, but you guys are calling her Catherine because that's like the formal version of her name.
Because
So
it wasn't that something that was explained to her by the powers that be, said you need to,
you
because
have to,
there are those reports that she went back to her friends when she knew that an engagement was imminent. You need to start calling me Catherine, start calling me Catherine.
right, right, right.
Um, now,
So yeah.
yeah. And when you take your, and her birth name, I mean, that is her legal name is Catherine
Hmm.
with a C.
Right.
But you could do so many pretty things with a K instead. So,
I know. You
but
could
no,
put lots
her
more
name's
squigglies
Catherine.
on it.
Yes, exactly. All of these florals, and you have this leg. It's all kinds of
Yeah.
things you can go on with that. And C,
Yeah.
and C's already done. They've got you've got your Charles and Camilla. You've got your
Right.
Royal Cyphers with them. You've got Coco Chanel. You've got
I know, right?
it's all overdone. It's all overdone. Um, yeah, lots of fun. Anything else royal? Fergie's been found hiding, and was it in Austria?
Oh, is that where she's
Yeah,
hiding?
she's hiding. She's hiding. Um,
I knew she
I
was
haven't.
kind of, yeah, missing for a little bit. I knew,
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So that's where she was.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think the rest of everything else has been rather quiet.
Hmm.
Oh, what was I going to say? Shoot, my head just splintered off into seven different things. I did attend an early Mother's Day tea, if you will. It was more like a luncheon
Uh-huh.
at my friend's house up the street. You've seen my house in pictures. I have a
Yeah.
Tudor style home. It looks
Yes.
white with the dark brown beams, and her
Yeah.
house is exactly like the same builder.
Uh-huh.
Um, so she put this event together, and she said there was going to be a Queen Elizabeth impersonator. Well, I'm thinking, Queen Elizabeth is
Sure.
second coming up here. No, it's Queen Elizabeth the first. And
Oh.
this woman is an actress. She apparently visited our local elementary where I work 2 years
Uh-huh.
ago. She played Sally Ride. She said, I've been able to combine my love of history, my love of acting,
Hmm.
and something else. And
Costume design? Does she
she
design her
didn't, she didn't do
costume?
that, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, but she said, I've been able to put these together and do a little something for myself. I don't have the brochure. I know exactly where it is, and I should bring it to you. I'm going to see if I can show you a picture. She came in as Queen Elizabeth the First. She was the first. She was
Right. Yeah,
freaking
yeah, yeah.
amazing. She
She's
was
perfect.
so awesome. Now I'm hoping this. Well,
Okay.
can you see
Oh,
her
wow.
standing in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
living
yeah.
room?
I can see it. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. That's
So
awesome.
she is from Maryland,
Hmm.
and she comes in and she very confidently introduces herself to people, very quickly remembers people's names, and she stands up and immediately goes into the most brilliant British accent. I mean, lovely British
Oh,
accent.
yeah.
And some of this old English speak that she would throw into the way she would pronunciate things or whatever. She's like, "Can I get a huzzah?" And can I, things like that.
That's good.
She was amazing. She was so good. And she, one of the things, she was supposed to talk for 45 minutes. She talked for over an hour. It's almost an hour and a half. We were all enthralled by what she said, but she
Yeah,
would
yeah.
ask questions like, so who can tell me what are some of the foods that you think we enjoyed back in the Tudor age? And people were,
Right.
saying things. And then she would say, "What are some of the foods that you enjoy?" So somebody said like pizza, and she's like, What is that? Pizza? I don't know
Oh my
what that is.
God.
I don't know what that is. Hot dog. Please don't be going out and boiling your dogs for
Oh my
dinner."
gosh.
And
That's great.
she just had this spiel down,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I was very
yeah.
impressed with her. Somebody did raise their hand and say tea, and I mean, like three heads. I was standing in the back. Three head whipped around to look at me to see if I was. I'm like, I'm not going to interrupt this woman. I'm not going to say anything, but I wanted to say tea was not happening
Yeah, right.
and
Not
the
yet.
Tudor era. And so sure enough, she said no. She said tea was an herb. Tea was something that we hadn't heard of. And she said tea didn't come for like another 60 to 80 years. And I was like,
Yeah.
all right, good, 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 good.
There we go.
Um,
I love that everybody looks to you like you know.
yes, everybody was looking at me. And then she said, she said, what you don't know is that when we did take tea, initially we took it in the saucer. It was not in a cup, it was in a saucer so it would cool. And then we were
Right.
drinking. And I've heard that fact several times
Yeah.
before. And she said, but she said, one rule you probably don't know. And of course, this came, I hope she was explaining again that it came
Yeah, yeah.
after, but she said, one rule is you always put the tea in first before the milk. And I just kept my mouth shut and I didn't say anything.
Mhm.
So I went
Yep.
to her afterwards and I said, I just wanted to share some of my research with you. And I said, I don't know if you're a fan of Downton Abbey. I said, but,
Yeah.
and she says, I've never watched it. I'm like, oh,
What?
sacrilege, darling, you've
Yeah,
got to watch
right.
it. Um, and so I told her, I said, my research has shown that the lower class, it was a class differentiation. She goes, well, of course, because that's what the British do best. I'm like, I like you. And she's, as we have said, the lower classes could not afford the beautiful bone china,
Right.
porcelain,
Right.
things like that that could sustain the heat. They had earthenware and pottery, so they would have to pour
Right.
milk first to cool. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you shared that with me." So I did. I just wasn't going to update
Oh,
her. What
I
was
love
the
it.
other thing that somebody she said it was during that speech and she said, "Have you had a chance, she said in her British accent, "Have you had a chance to go over tea etiquette with people?" And and again, all the heads whipped
Sure.
around to
Yeah,
me
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, "No, darling, I haven't had the chance." And then she was asking about different things, like what fruits would we have enjoyed? And people are saying
Right.
somebody said, mango. She's mango. What is a mango? What is a mango?
Right.
And somebody said banana, and I thought for sure no bananas. She said yes, we actually have bananas.
Oh, okay.
I raised my hand. I was waiting for somebody, and I said pomegranate. So I don't know if you're familiar. Pomegranate was a Tudor symbol for Anne Boleyn, and then later, no, I'm sorry, before that was Catherine of Aragon.
Oh,
So
I didn't-
an old architecture, like in
yeah.
Leeds Castle that Henry VIII had built for Catherine of Aragon.
Mhm.
And the old Tudor fireplace, there are symbols of the pomegranate, which he had designed for her. And I think
Where did those grow? Did those grow in England?
I don't know.
Or do they
Again,
come over from
that's a good question.
the
I'm not sure
continent?
exactly where they come from, but that was a symbol, and I think it was a symbol of fertility. Think of all the seeds that are
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah, that
ground,
makes
that kind
sense.
of thing.
Yeah.
So nobody's saying it, so I raised my hand sheepishly in the back, and she said, "Yes." I said, "Pomegranate." She goes, "Yes, we love pomegranates," and she said, "And it was a big symbol. You know, that was a symbol for my mother, Anne Boleyn." She said, and she looked at me. She goes, "But something tells me you already knew that." And I said,
Oh my God.
"I
That's
did."
so funny. I forgot. Yeah, I was like, I wasn't even thinking about like that. Yeah, that's her mom.
Exactly, exactly. She gave such a great speech. She does Sally Ride, she does Julia Child. Whatever. So, but my friend hired her for this party, and she said to me at the end, she said, "Do you have your card with you?" I said, "No, no, I don't, because I'm not really doing this
Okay.
officially anymore." But she said, "I would love to, she would be great if we could do an event together." And I said, "Yes, it really would be. That would be fabulous.
Yeah,
I love
that
that."
would be
So
very fun.
anyway, it was a
That's
really neat
awesome.
event. I do have a tea party that I did accept coming up in July. It's a bridal
Okay.
shower.
Okay.
I hemmed and hawed. I'm like, I'm gonna hate myself for doing this again. But she, in her initial appeal to request, I shouldn't say appeal.
Yeah.
My daughter lived in England. She would love to hear the trivia and the
Right.
presentation that you give. And so I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, you just, stroked my ego. Okay.
Right. Right. Oh my
So I'm
goodness.
supposed to do that in July at some point. So
Okay.
that's it for tea business for me. And
Right.
yeah,
Oh gosh. Well, unfortunately, I think I've got to go because I have to go to my next job
I know, right? Yes, I hear you. I've got
at
to get some
10.
errands
Yeah.
run and
Yes.
whatnot and take care of stuff. So,
But I think it's great work that you're doing with estate sales because since I've been in BNI and started meeting like estate salespeople,
mhm.
I've always said, and I'm sure Mumsy's gonna watch this, but I've like always said the face because like that's what like I've told my brothers like that's what we're doing like because what my dad has done to the house is a whole other thing. It's like
Oh, yes.
I'm not sorting, we're not sorting through that like the estate sales people are great because like you said
Mhm.
they go through and they find the stuff that is cool and like that you might want to keep
Right.
and they set it up and sell the rest and like do the
Yes.
actual cleaning and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was like, and probably worth every penny that they make in the sale.
It is. But understand, you're not going to get a lot. Like my neighbor across the street has all these Hummels and Yadros.
Mhm.
Nobody wants that stuff anymore.
Oh, right, right,
So,
right.
we bought those as investments. I have 5 Yadros that Jose picked up for us.
Hmm.
And in a way, we thought that not an investment, but something for us to enjoy, but thinking
Yeah,
that
yeah.
this is a collectible, it's going to increase in value. Nobody wants them.
Remind me what is a
It's a
Yadra?
porcelain. They're porcelain figurines.
Okay, that's
Yadro
what.
was the Spanish family name, and if I ever remember, I will have to tell you the funny story about how Jose met Mrs. Yadro and mistook her for a cleaning lady.
Oh,
Um, mhm.
that's great.
Um, that's a great story. Um, and just to also tell you that Florida is very heavily in conversation here still, very
Okay,
heavily.
okay,
Yeah, so
good,
we
good.
we may be neighbors. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know again if it's going to happen in the next 6 months, year, whatever, but
right, right.
it's heavily in
But
conversation. So
okay,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's likely in the future in some way,
It is
some
because I would
future.
love to be able to just pick up the phone and go, "What day do you have available?
I
Let's
know, I know.
see."
Let's go. Yeah,
Just hang
yeah.
out with Amy instead of just being
Exactly.
online with Amy.
Exactly.
So, yes. And attend Amy's tea events too.
Okay, lovely.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
All
And you
right. Well,
can,
I know
yeah.
you got to run, so
Okay. All right. Well, this was lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks for meeting me early to work
absolutely.
around a schedule.
You know I'm up.
I know.
We are up.
I know. But
An alarm
but
clock goes up early.
yes, but thanks everyone for watching. This is Tea Across the Miles, Lady Amy and Lady
Bye.
Nancy.